I wanted to tell you a little story about another landmark thriller which reached the screen thanks to Mickey Mouse, some bloodshed, and copious amounts of booze. And you won't believe how it ends. In 1962, Alfred Hitchcock began shooting his legendary film, The Birds, his take on the Daphne du Maurier story. But as you know, a key part of the story were those psychotic attacking birds. Hitch and Universal Studios decided to create mechanical birds to torture Tippi Hedren and the cast. But after spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, the birds looked ridiculous. They just didn't look real. So they hired animal trainer Ray Berwick to wrangle live birds. Ravens and seagulls, crows and sparrows were collected. But they were unpredictable and they did not take direction well. The crew and actors endured repeated bird attacks. Tippi Hedren was bloodied by the birds and spent a week in a hospital recovering. The birds were as vicious on screen as off, but Hitchcock couldn't even get the fowls to stay still on a rooftop during scenes. So they devised a solution. Actor Rod Taylor revealed the untold story to Hello magazine. He said the animal trainers devised a new technique for dealing with those unruly birds. The only reason those birds stayed still was because they were drunk, Taylor said. Apparently, the birds were given feed drenched in alcohol. They tied the drunken birds to the rooftops to keep them in place. But what about the flying attacks? For those, Hitchcock turned to an animator, Ub Iwerks, who was nominated for an Oscar for his flying birds. Iwerks had a talent for animating animals. He was also the man who, in the 1920s, took a rough sketch given to him by his employer, one Walter Disney, and transformed that sketch into Mickey Mouse. And that's how it ends.